We think of our email address as this public, almost harmless thing, right? We give it away all the time without a second thought. But what if I told you that with just that one piece of information, a hacker could find your passwords, hijack your accounts, and unlock your entire digital life? It all starts with something you give away every single day.
And that right there, that's the core of the problem. See, where we see just a mailbox, a skilled attacker sees a master key. It's the central thread that connects pretty much everything you do online, from your social media straight to your bank account.
So, where does an attack even begin? Well, it doesn't start with some crazy complex piece of code or anything like that. Nope, it starts with something way more common, something you've definitely heard of: data breaches.
Okay, so the very first thing a hacker is going to do is take your email address and run it through these huge publicly available databases of leaked info from other websites. Think of it like basic reconnaissance. They're just looking to see what pieces of your digital puzzle are already out there for the taking.
And the sheer scale of this, it's just staggering. I mean, we're not talking thousands or even millions here. We are talking billions of leaked accounts floating around online. The chances that an old account of yours is in one of these breaches, they're not just high, they're pretty much a certainty.
So what are they actually finding in these breaches? Well, it's not just your email. It's old passwords, usernames, and this is the big one, your patterns. They can see if you always add 123 to the end of your passwords, or if you use your dog's name. They're learning how you think, and they're betting on the single biggest mistake that pretty much all of us make: reusing passwords. Okay, so with that initial info, the hacker stops just looking around and starts actively trying to break in. This is the moment reconnaissance flips into a full-blown account takeover.
So this is the big question, isn't it? They have an old password, maybe a username. How does that turn into accessing your important stuff, your current accounts? Well, a lot of the time, it's disturbingly simple.
This is the most direct route in. If they manage to get into your main email account using a leaked password, they can go to any other service, your bank, your social media, and just click Forget Password. That reset link, it goes straight to the inbox they now control. And just like that, it's game over.
But of course, that's not the only way they get in. They use automated attacks, like something called credential stuffing, where bots just systematically try your leaked email and password combo on hundreds of popular websites, just waiting for a hit. Or they'll use what they've learned about you to craft a phishing email that's so convincing, maybe it mentions your job or something you recently bought, that you end up handing over the keys yourself.
You see, the real danger here isn't just about losing one account. It's about a chain reaction, a domino effect. And once that first one goes down, the rest can fall fast.
This is where we get to this crucial idea of pivoting. Think about it. If your main email is the recovery account for everything else, then compromising that one account gives them the keys to your entire kingdom. They can systematically lock you out of your own digital life. And it gets worse. They start connecting the dots. Your email can lead them to your name, your workplace. Public records might give them your phone number. Social media fills in all the personal details. And all of this lets them build an incredibly detailed profile on you, which they then use to launch even more convincing, super personalized attacks.
And I want to be really clear about this. This isn't some threat that only happens to celebrities or they're super rich. If you use online banking, if you have photos in the cloud, if you're on social media, or you shop online, you are a potential target. These attacks are automated and they're widespread, and they're just looking for an easy opening.
Okay, so that's the threat. And yeah, it sounds pretty grim. But the good news? You are not powerless here. Let's talk about how you build your digital shield and actually protect yourself. So what can you actually do? What are the concrete steps you can take right now to make that master key totally useless in the wrong hands? All right, it really comes down to 4 key defenses. Number 1, use a unique password for every single account. This is non-negotiable. It means a breach on some random website can't touch your important stuff. Number 2, use a password manager. Let it generate and store all those unique, complicated passwords for you. You don't have to remember them. Number 3, and listen, this one is absolutely critical. Turn on two-factor authentication, or 2FA, on everything that matters. This is your single best defense. Even if they get your password, they can't get in without your phone. And finally, number 4, be strategic. Think about using a second email for less important signups, to protect your main account. There's one last really crucial thing to remember.
Just because your info gets leaked in a breach doesn't mean an attack is going to happen tomorrow. Hackers can, and do, sit on that data for months, sometimes years. The threat doesn't just disappear. It often starts quietly, slowly, right when you've forgotten all about it.
So, the next time you're about to type your email into a new app or some random website, just pause for a second and ask yourself this one question. If this was the only piece of information a stranger had about me, how much of my life, my digital life, could they unlock? The answer, for most of us, it's probably a lot more than we're comfortable with.